really do enjoy how fast the engine starts.
Yeah, that was just
You don't got to mess with it. Everybody, I don't know. I think they're unnecessarily harsh with the aero injector. My normal procedure, I kind of preset everything so I can go right to it. I set my mixture at about half lean for ground ops. I turn my fuel valve on, and I give it a 3 count, 1, 2, 3, and then I crank, and it usually fires up. Even when it's cold, it fires right up.
What are you doing with the 3 count?
I turn the fuel valve on, and that allows fuel to start flowing through the lines.
Okay.
It gives it just enough time to start dripping into the air filter.
Okay.
And too long, and it'll drip and it'll clog up your air filter with all kinds of raw gas, and it won't start. It'll flood it.
Saturated.
So a 3 count is just about perfect for my setup to do it.
Okay.
And depending on your fuel routing, it might be longer or shorter or whatever. But if I do it like that, it works great.
That radio sounds great. Oh, there's your seat.
Yeah, the seat heater.
Here.
Living to the Cozy 932 Bravo Juliet crossing runway 15 at Bravo 2.
Got a little bit of a stumble.
Clear the runway Medley.
When it gets heat soaked underneath, you get a little bit of fuel vaporization and all that. Setting the mixture right usually eliminates that. If it's too rich, it tends to, believe it or not, it tends to do that.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're about ready. Fuel valve is on, switches are set. Canopy's latch, seatbelts.
Belts.
Approach end is clear. Meadow Lake traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, departing 15 Meadow Lake.
Clear, right?
I'm gonna make a no flaps takeoff. That's my squeaky brake. It doesn't retract real well. It squeaks for a few seconds.
You have mechanical brakes?
These are Great Plains hydraulics,
Okay.
but the pucks don't retract real well.
Meadow Lake traffic, Sky up 2 plus range, you got the runway, Alpha 5.
I think the turbo is going to be a great performer. Oh yeah. I mean, you're going to get all this kind of performance for half price. It's going to be great, I think. Because although the Sonex flies fine on 80 horse, it really comes alive with more.
I'm surprised that guy has an 80 horse out here.
Yeah.
This is a while getting down the runway. But still, I mean, still climbing pretty good.
Yeah.
Just trying to think ahead.
Meadow Lake traffic, Sonex departing to the east.
You got plenty coming all the way south. That resolution's nice.
Yeah.
That's a 7-inch.
Say again?
That's a 7-inch.
Yeah, the 7-inch drop, right. And then it's got the, it's just an option that you buy for the map software. So you just turn the map on, and you get your moving map and database, and GPS is right there.
Oh, you have weather too then, huh?
Well, that's terrain. If you have XM or ADSB, it'll show weather. I don't. That's just terrain right now. That's behind us.
Okay.
And then you can turn off pages that you don't want, for greater view and all that. So, and then, this works really well. I mean, it's got the database, it updates, and the more I use it, the more comfortable I get.
You use an iPad with ForeFlight?
Yeah. And you know, if I could get a cheap Android tablet and run ForeFlight, I probably would.
Okay.
Just because it's so user friendly. But I don't want to go buy an iPad mini just for ForeFlight. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of bumps out here.
You know, it's not bad. I mean,
just bring it back to cruise power. Cruise is anywhere from 27 to 2900 typically, 3000 even. I typically like to set it up for about 2750, and then I lean it to 6.5 to 6 gallons per hour. And that usually gets me about 150 through. So like, we're sneaking up on it. We're right around 150 right now. Still climbing a little bit.
yeah, and if I wanted to go somewhere, I guess you could get up above those clouds.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be a lot nicer up top, yeah. You want to fly?
Yeah.
Alright, got it. That's Springs East right there. So let's just kind of go over that way until we clear out of Springs East. On the other side, the east side of Springs East is my normal practice area.
Okay.
There's a skydiving operation that's operating there now. So I never know when they're jumping. And you'll notice when the plane kind of gets tossed a little bit, it'll displace, but if you just kind of let it, kind of ride it out, and don't chase it too much, you'll bounce right through it, no problem.
So I guess I was trying to get the sight picture. I was going down. There we go.
So it'll be different for you. You're sitting a little taller than me. But for me, it's about that far, the nose about that far below the horizon.
Okay.
And that's level.
There we go.
Right about there. That's about perfect level flight attitude.
It doesn't take long to get over here.
Yeah.
Going down again.
This is where, you know, people talk about on autopilot really kind of makes it less work.
Yeah.
And that definitely is true. It's not a hard airplane to fly, but you got to kind of keep flying it all the time. You definitely can't just trim it up and let it go. An autopilot would just make it really easy. Just doing those fine corrections. So it's kind of on my wish list for the Dynon. It's a $1,500 upgrade.
Yeah.
You just drop the servos in and it's done.
That's what I plan on doing. And I guess on the Dynon employee built a Sonex.
Oh, okay.
So he wrote a installation guide. Has it all set up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and track this road.
Okay.
Do I get... Okay. Really responsive.
Yeah, and that stick has that little bit of slop in it. I need to re-drill it. I ovaled the hole.
Okay.
And that's why there's that dead band there. It's just that side. And it's really irritating me. I need to fix it.
Alright, there we go. It's a little better. Oh, this is awesome.
And it maneuvers so well. I mean, after you get a little bit of time, you don't think anything about just rolling in, a nice snappy roll in, and, you know, 30, 45 degree banks are no sweat.
Yeah.
60 degree banks feel fine. Doesn't feel like you're doing anything out of the ordinary. It just flies and maneuvers so well. That looks like it's only about 15 miles out.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to go any over there. So this is the Dynon angle of attack meter. And I just hooked that up and just calibrated it. It seems to work okay. I'm going to talk to Dynon though at Oshkosh about making a remote head that you can mount on the glare shield.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in your sight line. If they really wanted to be slick, use one of those little projection ones, you know.
Now, what do you run in that tube or do you use it for that?
As you look through the canopy, if you put it forward, it would display your bar right on the canopy glass. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe like a 4-man HUD.
I'm talking about the tube.
Oh, the probe. I'll show you. There's I just used a hollow rivet in the wing itself.
Okay.
So there is no probe. It's just taken right off of the wing. And it's not the ideal location. I probably will move it, but it works pretty good. Your shoulder at about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock maybe.
I see it.
So we need to basically do a U-turn. We'll come in downwind going right back the way we came.
Okay.
And pattern altitude is 7,000. I'll bring it back just a little bit and you can set up a descent to kind of bring us into pattern. Bring this back just a bit more.
Downwind clear. Nobody coming in downwind?
Yeah. I'll just make a quick radio call. Springs East traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, entering downwind for 17 full stop Springs East. I don't see any skydivers out there, so I don't think they're jumping today. Bring the power back up a little bit. Beam the numbers, I come back to around 1800. And I throw in about half trim. And I start slowing to, I don't know, 90 or so. And on base, I like to be around 80 or so. Look, I might need just a hair more here.
Yeah, probably. Making a fly pattern here.
I go ahead and take over?
Alright, your plane.
Flap speed is 100, so I wait for it to drop just below, and then I'll put some flaps in. Throw the rest of my trim on.
Little slip. Wow, that was nice.
Make sure we don't kind of swerve when the tail comes down. That transition to flying to driving is always the hardest, even in the Sonex, which is pretty easy. Always the part that I always kind of wake up for.
When that tail wheel hits down?
Yeah, because you're losing that effectiveness of the rudder at this. You know, you get a little bit of blanketing from the tail, and the tail wheel's not on the ground yet, so you're not getting any kind of direct tail wheel steering. So you oftentimes feel a little bit of a swerve. Some of that is my just, you know, being proactive, maybe a little bit overcorrecting, but that's the part in the landing roll that I just pay extra attention to, is when the tail's coming down.
Okay. What about takeoff as well? Kind of same?
Takeoff, if you mash the power in, it'll swerve on you.
Okay.
But if you just bring it up at a reasonable rate, hold the tail down until you got about 35 or so, and then by about 40 the tail is flying, bring it up, and let it just accelerate to 50 or 55 and it'll fly right off. And takeoffs, as long as you don't come up too fast on the power, and I mean like unreasonably fast,
Yeah.
it works great. But I mean, you can see real easy landing approaches.
Oh yeah.
You know, we had a little extra speed, and you know, flaps and slip will take care of that with no problem. There's just very little drama in flying it.
That's so nice because you can correct really easy. If you did a get over,
Yeah.
so responsive.
And then I always just shut the fuel valve off at the tank, and that way it burns all the fuel out of the lines. I don't have fuel sitting in my fuel lines. There's nothing to drip.
Oh, is that what this is? At the tank?
This is at the tank, you know, right here. There's just a cable that shuts it off.
I think Sonex says do the foot one.
Yeah, I didn't get it quite all the way off. So that's my normal practice, and that way the lines are clean. There's no dripping, and then I can, you know, soak it off at the carburetor also, and that way I never have any issues.
Yeah.
If this gets bumped on a little bit, it'll continue to drip. You might have to puddle under the plane because it'll just drip out the carb.
Yeah.
So I use both. I pull that all the way off,
Oh.
and if I kill it like that, I know it's off.
Yep.
You know, because you saw it was a 1/4 inch on still, just enough gas to keep it running. And then once it dies, then I go to full lean on idle cutoff on the mixture. And that's my normal practice.